Okay, so I think we need to remember that 5G is not so much just another step like going from 2G to 3G or 3G to 4G. It's not just purely about increasing the bandwidth that goes into the people's phones, just to make it simple. It's a lot more. It's basically about providing ubiquitous coverage whenever you are being connected, bandwidth not being a limit or a bottleneck, and effectively it's independent of the technology to use. So I think satellite will benefit from that, as it's not so much about how to increase the bandwidth on that terrestrial link between the mobile towers and the phones, but how we make everyone connected no matter how we do it. And satellite is, in fact, I'm convinced that it's going to be key in supporting, together with the telcos, in supporting this ubiquitous coverage and high throughput bandwidth needs. Well, I think the mobile network operators will need any support they can in order to make sure that 5G is deployed ubiquitously. Additional bandwidth is just going to mean, satellite companies being asked to basically support that. So that's basically going to bring an opportunity on that market specifically for increasing the volumes of satellite connectivity required to, especially to cover the areas outside the urban areas, the cities, etc. Yeah, of course, I think terrestrial has always been seen as kind of the enemy, in inverted commas, we could say, from the satellite companies. But the truth is, satellites in general, it can offer coverage in areas where terrestrial can't do, and I think we all know that. So the more we evolve into a world where everyone and everything is connected, not just people but things, and that's something that 5G will bring in the next few years, next decade or so. I think satellite is going to be playing a key part, especially outside the major cities, and that could mean increase support to the MNOs, the mobile network operators, and anyone needing rapid deployment services like governments, for example, or areas that can never be connected with terrestrial connectivity, such as maritime markets, for example, some of the mobility markets. Okay, so thank you, Randall, for inviting us at the WTA Dialogue Series. What we're seeing with the status of the market today is changing dramatically, with a lot of new technologies coming in, shaking the way the market is operating, making it a lot more dynamic, and bringing a lot of new players. So there are lots of talks about, obviously we know the high throughput satellites a couple of years ago, they really arrived and they're making a difference. Already new satellites, very high throughput satellites, LEO satellites being built. All these new generation satellites are going to require a different architecture from the ground infrastructure point of view, and that basically what that means is a distributed ground segment, a lot more teleports getting involved in providing these services. So ourselves, Santander Teleport, being a teleport operator, we think this is an opportunity for us to get involved in conversations with the satellite operators, whether they're the traditional ones or the new ones, GEOs or LEOs, basically try to get into that market as quickly as we can. Other things that are happening as well, especially in the government area, where we are also quite heavily involved. It's basically an evolution from the governments. There is a lot more acceptance about using commercial space as opposed to their own secluded military space. So a lot more openness to use commercial service providers, commercial teleports, commercial satellites. So